Hello everyone. Now this question is related to matrices. As you already know that this topic is now not included, but for your satisfaction that you have done all the topics, I'm actually explaining this over here briefly. First of all, for example, you have these two matrices and this question is asking you to write down the multiplication of it. So for the multiplication of these two matrices like A and B, what you need to do is, first of all, let me give you some brief idea about matrix multiplication. If A is a matrix like this, it's written as 2, 3, 5, minus 1, right? This matrix has a special thing which is called order of the matrix. Order of the matrix. Order of the matrix is very simple, that is number of rows multiplied by number of columns. By the way, if you have any confusion, you must know that these horizontal rows are called rows and vertical ones are called columns, right? So this matrix has 2 rows and 2 columns, right? So the order of the matrix will be 2 by 2. If I check the order of these two matrices which are given to me in the question, the order of both of these matrices will be 2 by 2. Right. So the order of this matrix is 2 by 2. If I check the order of this matrix, they both have the same order, that is the A matrix has the order 2 by 2 and the B matrix has the order 2 by 2. Always remember that for the multiplication to be possible, the middle two values must match each other. Here these values are matching, so the multiplication is possible. How to proceed with this multiplication, it's a separate story. Let me explain it over here. Now, if I am doing the multiplication of these two matrices, I write them like this: A multiplied by B is equals to the first matrix, that is 2, 7, 1, 3 multiplied by 3, 4, 0 and 1. In the first matrix, I'll place the lines arrow wise, that is there are 2 rows, and in the second matrix I'll place the 2 lines column wise like this. Okay, so if I have to multiply these two matrices, how I'm going to do that? The tail of the arrow will be multiplied by tail of this arrow, that is 2 multiplied by 3 plus sign, okay, I'll place a plus sign, and 7 multiplied by 0. Obviously when it will be multiplied it will become 0, but I'm showing you that this is what I'm doing over here, right? Similarly, when the first one is done, this same row will be multiplied by the second column, that is 2 multiplied by 4 plus 7 multiplied by 1, right? Now the first row is completed. Let me go with the second row. So in the second row, this 1 will be multiplied by 3, to 1 multiplied by 3 plus 3 multiplied by 0, right? So 3 by 0. Leave some space, come over here. Now this same row will be multiplied with the next column, right? The same way, it will be done the same way, that is 1 multiplied by 4 plus 3 multiplied by 1, right? So when you multiply them, it will be 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 7, 7 was the 7th, 8 plus 7 is 15, 3 1s are 3, and 4 1s are 4, 3 1s are 3, it means it will be 7. So this is the final answer of the multiplication of the matrices. So let me check its answer. My answer is 6 15 3 7, 6 15 3 7, right? Now for the inverse matrix, it's a little separate story. It's very simple, but it has a formula. The inverse of a matrix can be found out with the help of two things, that is adjoint A divided by modulus A, right? These are the two things which you have to find. So let me grab this matrix and explain you how to find out the inverse of this A matrix. First of all, I'll write a formula over here so that you can take a look on it. A inverse will be equals to, I'm writing short form, adjoint A divided by the modulus A. So for the adjoint A, I'll use, first of all I have to find out the modulus A. So for the modulus A, I'll write modulus A like that, and I'll use the straight line instead of the bracket for the matrix, that 2 7 1 3. Now what? For the modulus A, I'll be following a special, very simple technique, that is I'm going to multiply this 2 by 3, that is 2 multiplied by 3 and 1 multiplied by 7. Always remember that you will start from the beginning. 2 multiplied by 3, that is, if this is your matrix, okay, A, B, C and D, you multiply A with the D first, then place a minus sign and then multiply B by C, right? So this is the scheme of work which I followed. My answer is 6 minus 7, that is minus 1. Always remember, if it happened that this becomes equals to 0, if it happens that this value or the modulus A's value becomes equal to 0, you will write a matrix inverse is not possible. But here it is not equal to 0. You can see that it's minus 1, not 0. So I can say that the inverse is possible. By the way, sorry. By the way, you can simply say okay, this is not equal to 0, it means this inverse is possible. Okay, now for the adjoint A part, what will you do? You will take this matrix 2 7 1 3 2 7 1 3, the matrix 2 7 1 3. Okay, and adjoint A will be find out like what? Adjoint A will be equals to, you will change the position of these two values. Yes, for the adjoint A, what you need to do is you will change the position of these two values. Yani you will write 3 over here and 2 over here, and you will change the signs of these two values. It will be -7 and -1, right? Okay, now if I have to find out the inverse of it, that's it, that's adjoint A. So if I have to find the inverse and A inverse, I'll simply write A inverse is equals to, this is adjoint A, I'll write adjoint A like that, 3 -7 -1 and 2 divided by -1, that is the modulus A, that is -1. So if I change the sign of it, it will become -3 7 1 and -2, right? If I check the answer, it's the same, -3 7 1 -2. Hope you got the basic idea on this. Thank you very much.